Hey, good morning and happy Saturday. As energized as I was yesterday after doing those classes and working out, man, I am sore all over. I don't think it's just the classes though. I went up in the attic, I came down. I went up in the attic, I came down. I did a lot of that yesterday. and so I did a lot of bending, reaching, stretching, decorating, and oh my Lord, like, and it was the kind of day where you ever have a day where you're so busy like all day and you know if you sit down it's over, that you can't sit down. Like if I sit down, I'm done for the day. I won't get back up and do anything else. I have to keep moving. That's the way I was yesterday evening. Like, I have to get a video done. Well, just roll on out in the damn road. That's fine. I hate the way people drive around here. They drive like this is their world and we just live in it. What are you doing? Got a license plate that says Plato. I think not. Living in idiocracy, I swear to God. So right now I'm running, but I'm very sore today. My shins are killing me for some reason. I don't know what's up with that. It might have been all the going up the steps. Sometimes that makes my shins hurt. I don't know. My shins are killing me. But I found, for me anyway, if I'm sore from working out or whatever, if I'm sore, the best thing I can do is just keep moving. You don't have to do anything strenuous, but for me, if I just keep moving, walking, moving, it really helps. If I sit down, the soreness lasts a lot longer. I will never make that light. This is the shortest light cycle in the whole city right here. Boom! Red. It doesn't last any damn time. So, yeah, I'm sore, but the best thing I can do is keep moving. So I got up first thing this morning and I did my Calinetics workout. I did that. That's like an hour. It's not aerobics though. It's just like, it's a lot of stretching and it's like floor exercises kind of stuff. So it's a wonderful thing to do first thing in the morning. It helps stretch you out and, I always feel good after I do it. I don't enjoy parts of it because it's always hard. Like, I've been doing Calinetics off and on since the early 90s. And I still, to this day, some of those exercises never get easy, which is fine. And that's fine. And there are different levels that you can do them at, different things that you can do to make it harder or easier or whatever. So you can modify them all sorts of ways. Anyway, I did that this morning. And now I have a trunk full of returns. I just returned some stuff to Walmart and I realized I forgot something. I'm going to have to return. I got to go back and return something else later. I'm returning that garland to Costco. I don't want to go back to Costco, but they just opened and usually they're not too busy this time of day, but according to Google, hopefully not. I'm not going to shop. I'm just going to return this. So it's a little different. I'll just have to wait in the return line. And then I need to go to Hobby Lobby and return some stuff. And then I have to go to the post office and drop off some packages. And then I have to go to the little thrift store to make a donation. I have some stuff to drop off with them. So I am just going all around town giving people stuff for different reasons. So I bought too many lights for my iridescent tree. My iridescent tree is really more of a Smurf tree, honestly. The blue lights are very overpowering. I've decided I don't like most of these string LED Christmas lights. I don't like them. They're too intense. They're too bright. I wish I had just gone with the regular incandescent lights or whatever they are. I wish I had done that because it's so, they're way too bright. But they're on there, so I'm not going to do anything about it now, but I don't like them. Next year, I'll try to do something different, but anyway, I did get my trees decorated. I am exhausted. I didn't go to bed till about 1:30 this morning, and I am up to my ears in Christmas at my house right now, and the complaints have begun. Why are you just doing Christmas stuff? Why do you just keep showing this? Why aren't you making this kind of video? Why can't you do that? I'm gonna have to pin a comment. Look, this is a series because I'm trying to turn these things around and get these presents out. I already have people complaining that I've made too many. I've done what, 2? I've done 2. People are already bitching. Is this all you're gonna do? Why are you doing so many of these? People are spoiled. I'm gonna say it. People are spoiled. Spoiled rotten. And I sometimes will ask them, and I never get an answer, how many other people make videos of this type how many of your favorite videos do they make in, say, a month or 2 months? How many of your favorite videos do you get? If they post, if they put up a new video once a week, twice a week, how many do you get that you really like? Do you complain to them like you do to me? I'm just curious because I don't know. And I can look back over just a week and chances are I've made at least one video that you said you wanted. Not always, but there's a good chance. And you still complain. You know why you complain? And this is just tough love. I'm just giving you some tough love right now. You're complaining because you're spoiled. You're spoiled. You're spoiled. And it's my fault. I spoiled you. I did it to you. Now I got to live with it. I figured it would take at least 3 videos in a row of these presents for somebody to start complaining. No, it's already started. Is this all you're going to do? Why are you just doing this now? Like, you're rotten. You are just rotten to the core. You are spoiled rotten. And I don't mean like you're a bad person. I mean, you're just spoiled. That's all. You can't help it. So, yep, it's already crowded. Google is a damn liar. Why are there people standing around outside? Why are they standing outside? Shit, I just need to return something. All I need to worry about is finding a parking space. There's just a gaggle of people out here. What are y'all doing? My God. Okay, well, I'm not here to shop. I'm just here to return that garland. I'm getting smarter, though. I figured out something finally. It only took me way too long. Why didn't you park right there? I'm talking to myself. Just park right here. I'm getting smarter because what I'm going to do is next year I hope to make a beach-themed Christmas tree and a Lord of the Rings Christmas tree. That's the plan at this point. I realized I bought way too many silver ornaments, and some of them I'm going to return, but some of them I'm going to keep because I wanted to put a few on my beach-themed tree. So I went into my little notepad on my phone, and I started a little note, and I just put a title on it, 2023 Christmas trees. And I just put some notes in there about, you already have a Christmas tree skirt for the Lord of the Rings tree, and you have a white one that will work for the beach theme tree, and you have plenty of silver ornaments. Do not buy any more silver ornaments. Don't do it. And I might use the same mesh and white garland on that white tree for the beach theme tree. Although it might be a bit too shiny. I don't know. I'll just have to see how it looks. But, so I'm getting smarter. I made a note, so hopefully next year I won't buy so much unnecessary stuff that I then have to go return. And I'm going to try harder to keep my receipts. I actually do have most of my receipts, which is good. Because some stores can get kind of grouchy if you try to return stuff without a receipt. I have my receipt for Costco. So hopefully I'm getting smarter. I try to get smarter. I try to learn new things all the time. I've mentioned that before. I try to learn at least one new thing a day. Even if it's just a bit of trivia, I try to learn at least one thing a day. And so I do want to show you my trees and stuff, and I'm going to do that. Man, this day is going to be busy. So for my other channel, I'm going to do a video. It's more presents. Why do you just do videos of that? Because I want to, and because I'm trying to turn this stuff around. I'm going to have to pin a comment about it because people are going to complain. I know they are. Everybody complains. It doesn't matter what you do. And it's kind of, I'm not discouraged. I'm just very frustrated because I am very tired. And someone made the suggestion, well, why don't you just make another video? Why are you just doing this? Why can't you make, do your present videos, but also post other videos? Oh, yeah, because I have 47 hours a day. I can totally do that. Yeah, let me just bang that out right quick for you. But I guarantee you, whatever other video I make will not be one that you care about. And here's what people do too, and this is so funny, and I've heard other creators comment on this phenomenon. People will complain, I want this kind of video. Will you please make one of these videos? Day 4 of asking you to make this kind of video. When are you going to do it again? How come you haven't made one of these in a while? Are you going to make one of these? Because it'd be really great. And they will harass the hell out of you. So then you make the video. And then what does the person do? They got nothing to say. Nothing. They quit complaining. You don't get a thank you. You don't get an acknowledgement. You get nothing. Suddenly, they're so talkative, now they got nothing to say. Zoop. I'm not even going to comment on that video. I'm not even going to say that I'm not going to comment on that video. I'm damn sure not going to thank them for doing it. I'll just stop complaining for a day or two. Then I'll get right back at it. Day 1 of asking for another one of these. It's hard, and I know people say, oh, just ignore it. It's hard, though, and if you are a people pleaser, you understand. If you had people coming at you every day saying these things, it's very hard because you feel that pull. You have this desire to please everyone. And I think for me, it came from growing up in a dysfunctional home. And I talk about it because I want other people to know you're not alone. If you grew up in a home where, you could either keep people happy or get yelled at or slapped, you learn right quick to try your best, bend over backwards to keep people happy as much as possible. Because otherwise it can be very unpleasant for you. Or if you grew up with a parent who really only ever noticed you were alive when you were doing anything for them and otherwise really had nothing to say to you, and really they just wanted you to leave them alone. Like, don't bother me right now. I got one of my sick headaches. I got to go lay down. What do you want? What is it? Report. Give me the report card. Give it here. You what? I'm looking at it. Do I have to sign this? I see you got straight A's. Do I have to sign this? Fine, here. Now go leave me alone. Just go play. I don't feel good. If you have a parent like that doesn't, scream at you, and you don't have to walk on eggshells around them, but they only really notice you if you're doing something for them, like you maybe fixed them a glass of iced tea or went and got their slippers for them, or, you loaded the dishwasher and without being asked. I mean, they might notice that. And then for a moment, they will actually talk to you, and they may not say thank you, but they will at least, hey, all right, yeah, I see you did that, was good. Any bone they will throw you is a huge reward. And so if you grow up with one of each, that's a special level of hell right there. You become like the ultimate people pleaser, and you bend over backwards to try to keep everyone happy, and it becomes such an ingrained part of who you are that I don't know that you can ever truly recover from it. I don't know that you ever completely stop doing that. And I don't know that I can. It will always, I'm afraid it's always going to bother me if I feel like people are not happy with what I'm doing. It will always kind of bug me. So I acknowledge it. It's not something that cripples me. Like I'm not in the shower down on, in the tub down there crying or having a lifetime shower or anything like that. I'm not doing that, but it frustrates me. And I'm actually thinking about not making a video of wrapping all of the presents, number one, because when I wrap presents in a video, I do it a lot slower than I do in real life, like maybe a third of the speed that I normally do it at. And I don't know that I have time to make a video of me wrapping all of these presents for 5 kids. I don't think I have enough time. So those are probably going to be abbreviated. I'm probably not going to show every present because I just don't have time. Like today, I have some work for my day job I have to do today because I did not get back to it yesterday. So I have to do it today. and I have to do all these returns. I have to go home and get that video done, and I just don't have enough hours in the day. But you always, if you're a people pleaser, you always feel like, well, I could be doing more. I mean, who needs to sleep? Who needs to eat? I could do more. I'm being lazy, but this person wants me to do this. I could fit that in. Yeah. If I just, work a little faster and work a little harder, maybe I can make everyone happy and it will be a good day. It's like the inner child is like, maybe it'll be a good day if I could just dance fast enough today. Maybe. And that never really, I don't think you ever really get over that. And that's something I think a lot of people don't understand. Well, just ignore it. Oh, thank you. I didn't think of that. I should just ignore it. You're right. Yeah. Just snap out of it. It's fine. I appreciate that. I really do. But it's not that simple. It's like telling somebody in an abusive relationship, well, why don't, it must not be that bad. Why don't you just leave? I can tell you've never been there. Yeah, it is not that simple. It is never that simple. Well, just leave. If it's that bad, just leave. Oh, why didn't I think of that? Because it's not that fucking simple. But if you've never been there, you don't get it. You really don't. I don't think you can fully understand what it's like. So to all my fellow people pleasers out there, man, I don't know what to tell you because I'm in the same boat. There is no magic pill. There is no magic cure for it. But the first step, I think, is to acknowledge that you are that way. And I fully acknowledge I'm that way. I'm hypersensitive to criticism, and I am a people pleaser to a fault. I just am. I always have been. And I've been working on it my entire adult life. Well, I'd say at least since my 30s. I have acknowledged it, and I've been trying to work on it. Yeah. And somebody had posted a comment, and I wanted to read over it, and I might do a whole video based on that. And I can't remember. Somebody asked me if I had any advice, and they spelled out some things going on in their life, and it was a lot. And I want to go back and read it. I might actually print that comment out, and I'll have to do a whole separate video on that. Somebody who was in their 30s and had some questions about, like, look, here's what's going on in my life. What is the best way to proceed? And it was so much that I can't remember it all. And that just popped into my head. I remembered I wanted to comment on that, but now I can't remember everything in the comments, so I'm gonna have to do that like a separate video. Ooh, when I have time. But right now I need to shut up and go in here. But yes, if you're a people pleaser, look at it this way. Here's how I like to look at it. There are worse things that you could be. I mean, you could be an axe murderer. You could be a malignant narcissist. I mean, some people who come out of dysfunctional homes are narcissists. They go the other extreme. You could be an empath. You could come out of there being an empath. You could come out of there being a narcissist. I mean, you could, just so be grateful. I mean, it could be worse. You know what I mean? You could be a serial killer. Don't do that. Okay? If you've been thinking about that, don't do that. Serial killing is bad. Please don't hit my car. Oh, they're stopping right there. Nice. I always like to look at people's cars, see what they got. Ooh, they got a lot of oil, like cooking oil. Nice. What else we got? Corn, pomegranate juice, and energy drinks. Nice. Okay. So, yeah, there are worse things you could be, but the first thing you need to do is acknowledge that you are this way. I'm not saying there's nothing you can do about it. There absolutely is. And I think one of the first steps, acknowledge you're this way. Say the word no. And you don't have to give anybody an explanation. If somebody says, hey, will you do this for me? No, I'm not going to be doing that. You don't have to apologize. You don't owe them an apology. You don't have to do everything for everybody. And also stop and think, is everybody doing things for you? Are other people responding in kind? Probably not. And as my therapist once said, and it's so true, takers will never look at you and say, look, you've done enough. Don't do any more for me. No, they are bottomless pits. They will take everything you will give them, everything you will do. They'll let you do. If you want to do more, they will let you. They will never stop you. So you could work yourself into the ground trying to please these people, and you never will. They will always want more than what you're doing right now. And they will gladly take anything you will give. So it's going to be up to you to put a stop to it, or at least, taper off and not do as much. You're going to be the one to have to stop it. They are not going to stop it. You have to stop it. And I have to tell myself that, because I try to be everything to everybody, and you can't. You just can't. You will wear yourself out. And I am prone to do that. I tend to not take care of myself, and I burning the candle on both ends, trying to do everything, and then I burn out, and then I just collapse for a few days and feel like I can't do anything. Don't get to that point. I've gotten to that point several times in my life, and it sucks. Don't do it. So I'm going to wrap what I can for a video, but if I reach a point where I feel like I can't do this, I have got to get this shit done. Look what time it is. I got shit to do. I will just stop there. And if people want to be mad, then they can cry about it. They can just be mad. And if people in your life try to guilt you into doing more, let them be mad. Because I remember my therapist saying that too, because we were following through with this whole thing in therapy. Like, what's the worst that could happen if you stopped doing everything for everybody? What's the worst that could happen? Well, they can get mad at me. And she just looked at me and said, well, then they can be mad. That's not your problem. They can cry about it. It is not your job to keep everybody happy. It's not. You have appointed yourself as the person in charge of that. You're not. And you appointed yourself. Nobody appointed you. You decided you were responsible for everybody's happiness, but I'm here to tell you, you're not. And if they want to get mad, they can get mad. If they want to be upset, they can be upset. They'll get over it. They will get over it. So it's not your job to keep everybody happy. And I'm telling myself that as much as you. I have to remind myself of that. And when you're out there, on social media or whatever, you get a lot of feedback from a lot of people every day, 7 days a week. It's 24/7. It never stops. And some people can be really nasty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Holy shit. That's a brave soul right there. There go 3 adults and 3 very small toddlers, and one of the adults is very pregnant. Going into Costco, man, God bless you. I would not want to try to get through there with all those people and those little kids and pregnant too. Hell no. So take care of yourself today. I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to do what I can. And if I feel like it's too much, I will just wrap it up and stop there. And I'm not going to knock myself out today. I'm not going to do it. I knocked myself out yesterday, my God. But I got everything done, and I'm going to show you my trees and everything. I think they turned out nice. The iridescent tree did not really turn out the way I wanted it to, but I think the problem was I used a white tree, so it doesn't really show up so much. But I didn't really know, because I thought, well, I don't really know what kind of tree. I don't want to use a green tree, because I just don't think that would look right either. So I don't know. It's fine, but when I turn it on, the lights are blue. It's just a Smurf tree. But I'm going to show it to you anyway. My older son loves it. He said, this is the best tree that you've done. I really like this one. He doesn't care for the other ones I've done. He really hated that pink and gold tree. He said, it looks like Barbie blew up in here. I said, it does not. He didn't like it. He said the purple tree was okay, but not his favorite. He really loves the iridescent tree. He said it looks really cool. That's the first time he said that about my tree, so that made me happy. But anyway, I'm going to get this big ass garland, and I'm going to take it back into Costco and return it. I think this is only the second time I've ever returned anything to Costco. I bought an Xbox here many years ago, and it didn't work, and I had to bring it back, and they didn't give me any trouble at all. It worked for like a month, and then it just stopped working. And they let me return it, and they replaced it, so that was awesome. Their return policy is pretty good. But I'm gonna stop talking for real. I'm gonna go in here. So people pleasers, I love you. because that is a wonderful problem to have. You're too nice. I'm too nice. Even though I'm a smart ass and I'm kind of a bitch and I say snarky things, and it really bothers people that I'm not like a Stepford wife. You know, I'm not just smiling all the time. And every now and then I'll just tell you to go get bent because you're being a dick, and you know you're being a dick. And I'm going to tell you, it may be in a nicer way than that, but in a way I'm going to let you know you're being a dick. And they don't like that. Some people can dish it out, but they damn sure cannot take it. They will sling it at you all day long. You throw a little bit back at them and they just fall apart, man. They just have a conniption fit over it. It's always funny to watch. But anyway, yes, I will let you know if you're being a dick. Maybe in a nice way, but I'm gonna call you out on it. I'm gonna tell you you're being a bit of a dick, or you're spoiled or something. Because that's just what I do. Okay, shut up, Mary. I'm gonna go return this, and I gotta go return other stuff, and I gotta get going. But thank you so much for being here and for watching. Happy Saturday. I hope you have a great day. I'll see you again soon.